joined on the phone today by WWE superstar Xavier Woods. He'll be at the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester here on Sunday as part of the WWE live show. Xavier, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing, man?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Well, again, WWE coming to the Mayo Civic Center here in Rochester, Minnesota on Sunday. First of all, do you know who you'll be working with on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be going up against Cesaro, one of my longtime rivals, so it'll be a good one.
Excellent. I know a lot of casual fans out there maybe don't realize you guys are running shows all the time and working even when we don't see you on TV.
Yeah, definitely. Like, for instance, I was sitting in the LAX airport all night last night due to a messed up flight after doing an appearance for stuff, so literally just walked in the house. But yeah, we're running shows constantly all throughout the continental U.S., all throughout pretty much most countries of the world. We have people who actually come to see WrestleMania from over 160 countries on this earth, so we're doing shows all over the place at all times.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I know, of course, WWE superstars, it seems like a glamorous life, and I'm sure it's awesome. But then, as you mentioned, you got the downtime and the flights and sitting in airports and all the other stuff that goes with it as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what's one thing that people don't necessarily see all the time. But it's part of what we do, and we go through it so we can have the opportunity to entertain people because it's something that we love, and we know that people love watching it. So it's nice for us to be able to bring that type of entertainment to people that enjoy it.
And I'm sure when it comes to the television side of things, Raw or SmackDown, pretty hectic backstage. Are there things you enjoy more about working these live shows as opposed to TV? It seems like you're maybe able to try a couple things you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I'd say the live shows are a lot more interactive with the crowd because we're not playing to as many cameras or things like that. Both of them are incredible. They both have their perks as far as like the live show, with the TV cameras there and everything. It's a crazy experience because we've got the huge screens, the Titantrons, and the music's blaring. And then at the live show, you get more of a intimate experience, I would say. So I think both of them are incredible. And if you haven't been to either, I recommend you go to both. But yeah, they're both really fun.
And again, Xavier Woods with us, and he'll be with WWE at the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester here on Sunday. And you mentioned working with Cesaro. I know the main event, Kofi Kingston against Randy Orton. I imagine you'll probably be out there with Kofi as well.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that's my New Day brethren. And unfortunately, our third member won't be with us. He's hung up on the shelf for a couple of weeks, and he'll be back with us in not too shortly, but it'll be Kofi and myself out there just crushing it.
Well, I got to ask you, of course, Kofi Kingston recently winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and how important that is, not just for him, but for you guys as well.
It's extremely important because that's one of the main reasons that we actually got together, because we saw the fact that Kofi had been on the roster for so long. He had accomplished so many things, and he had yet to be even given an opportunity to fight for the WWE Championship. And so for Ian and myself, it was something that we really wanted. And it's something that I've been saying for, I guess, the past 5 years. That was what the goal of my career was to make sure that Kofi Kingston became heavyweight champion. So for us, as his friends, as his brothers who ride with him, go to the gym with him, we eat with him, I see him more than I see my own family. It was super important for me, but I think that Kofi winning that match was just super important for everybody, especially the young kids that watch the show. There's a really powerful image of his son holding the title up. And I think that for lots of kids that watch the show, they can say, oh, I could be him. That kid could be me. And then when I'm grown up, I could be a WWE superstar. I could be WWE champion. So I think besides the fact that we're really excited for Kofi doing this, I feel like there's a whole generation of children that are now inspired and have someone they can look up to that inspires them to possibly become champion one day.
Yeah, it's definitely not only great that we're making those strides as far as, how African Americans are portrayed in the WWE, but, I think also for guys, who aren't 6'6", 300 pounds, kind of just average size guys, things are definitely changing for wrestling over the years here.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things. I don't think that it just is a thing with African Americans, even though I definitely 100% is as well. But I think with just, like you said, people with different body types, people that wear different hairstyles, people that wear different colored gear, people that like different colored clothes. There are lots of things that Kofi winning the title touches on that are extremely important, especially in this day and age. So I think it's just a huge step in the right direction for WWE.
Well, and when it comes to the New Day, you guys obviously are great friends off camera as well. And does Kofi winning the title, does that give you or Big E any aspirations maybe to go back to singles careers and try to go that route again?
Well, so with the New Day, I think that lots of people get confused and think that we were only tag team guys. When we started it, we just wanted to be a group of friends. Yes, we are a tag team as well, and we've got great synergy. We know what each other's think at all times when we're in the ring, but that doesn't necessarily hold us back from winning single championships, as you see with Kofi holding the heavyweight championship. So those things have always been on the table, trying to go for the U.S. title. I was in a tournament last year to try to become U.S. champion. So it's one of those things where it's nice to have your friends there with you to uplift you to that next level, but it's not something that we would ever hold each other back from.
Yeah, that's great. You guys obviously doing so well after all these years, and now kind of mixing Kevin Owens into the fold here for a while. I mean, you guys work off each other great as well, so it's definitely entertaining stuff.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, I know we talked a little bit last time we had you on the show about your YouTube show, Up, Up, Down, Down, and I know the roster's a bit shuffled around as of late. Are we going to see some changes coming to the channel?
Oh, yeah, they stole out like 80% of my roster for the show. So I got to change a lot of things. And it's one of the things with the YouTube channel, I do a lot of things on the fly as it is. So it'll just be figuring out what pieces to put where, because it's a constant game of chess with balancing the wrestling aspect of my life and then the YouTube aspect of my life with video games and everything. So it'll be figured out, but the first couple of weeks are going to be a little bit mentally draining for me.
I know last time we spoke, you mentioned your love for River City Ransom. I wanted to ask you your favorite old school wrestling games. I know there's a lot of bad ones, but a couple gems in there.
Definitely WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, WCW, NWO Revenge, pretty much all of those games that came out in the N64 era with that fighting system. Those are, nostalgia aside, just extremely good games that I wish that we could get back to using that type of system because it was just so fun and easy to play. And so anything in that category pretty much is at the top of my list.
And I know we just saw Virgil as Starman. I saw some footage of that. Maybe we can get him on the show sometime.
Well, for you guys, I'm sure an interview with him would be great.
All right. Well, if I ever get him on the show, I'll put in a good word for you.
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Well, again, we're excited to see you coming here to Rochester on Sunday. And, you know, of course, a lot of new people coming up from NXT and, the independent wrestling scene more vibrant now than it's ever been. Are there some people you're hoping maybe you get a chance to work with someday that you haven't before? Yeah,
I definitely want to get in the ring with Street Profits. They are an awesome up-and-coming team that I think really has something going for them. Undisputed Era, obviously. There's a guy down there named Brendan Williams, who I think is super talented, a huge personality. But yeah, there's so many people down there in NXT that are all fighting, clawing, even just to get a spot on the NXT show and then trying to get on Raw and SmackDown. So there's just a great crop of talent down there. And so there's too many people to name.
Awesome. Well, again, it's been great speaking with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you here in Rochester, and I'm sure you guys will be back through Minnesota a few more times this year. So looking forward to that as well. Thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, thank you very much.
And again, that was WWE superstar Xavier Woods, and he'll be with the WWE coming up on Sunday at the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester.